Good day and hello and welcome here to my 100-day project. If you have been with me from the start of this or for several years, you know what I'm talking about. But if you're new here, a warm welcome to you. And then I would recommend you go back and find the day 1 and week 1 here in this on the playlist for the 100-day project 2026. And I will put a link below here under the little word more. And everything else I'm talking about here, you can find links under the little word more. But shortly told, the 100-day project is something that has been going on for many years worldwide. And it just means that you do something from and it can be whatever you want to do for 100 days in a row. And this year it all began in the 22nd of February. And I do a thing every day, but I don't put videos up every day. Nobody wants to see videos every day, and it's also it's something of a job to do. So I put all 7 days into to one video that would be on my channel here every Monday. So this is for week 3, this video here, and it is going to be from, let me see here, today is the 8th of March, and it will end with the 14th of March, and it's week 3. And I hope you will enjoy this video. But I can also say, after several has asked me, I have made a Ko-fi account. So if anybody wants to support my channel, they are more than welcome to do that. And there also is a link here below in the description box for you. You can use that. But in any way, don't feel obligated. But of course, I will be very appreciated by it if you do it. But enough of me talking, and let us start here with day 13. And I have this box here where the first 14 days are in, and yeah, I think I was saying something crazy. It is of course day 15 I will start with here today, because I've been doing it already for 14 days. But I put all my small circles here in this little red box, and there they can live until I'm done. But let's get started. As I said, this week I will go black and white, and I have digged up all different kinds of small bits and bobs of fabric and some small pieces of paper, and I have a vague idea of what I will be doing. And this box I will have here on my table for the whole week, and then I will dig into it and find things that I think I will use. And this is my substrate. It's a watercolor piece of paper, circle, and it is 12 centimeters in diameter. And I like red and white. No, sorry, black and white. It's the biggest contrast you can get in any colors. So it can be quite harsh perhaps, but I like the graphical look of it. So I will just rumble a little around, and I can pick all the things up and show some of them to you, what I have here. These here are some fabrics I have printed myself. Some stamps I have made myself, and I think I have another one like that here also. Some small stamps, and I've just printed with acrylic paint. And This is just a roll-off sheet of something, also with acrylic paint. And here are some lines also with acrylic paint. And then I have some bling bling and all these fabrics here. Yeah, this is some kind of knitting. And this is patchwork fabrics, most of them. And I'm not a patchworker in the traditional way, but when I'm going in shops and fairs, and if I see a fabric that speaks to me, especially in this color scheme here, I often buy the smallest amount you can buy. It's perhaps 25 centimeters or a smaller piece of it. So I have a lot of different ones in black and white, and they are so useful because if you think the black and white is really hush, you can always dip it in tea so the white isn't so screaming white anymore. So this is my materials, and I will also figure out some way to use something for a focal point, and what that would be I don't know right now. But let us start with day 15. For a start, I have picked these two fabrics here, and I think I will glue a piece of this down here, a strip of that, and cut it clean, and then put a strip of this on and leave something there, and then I will do perhaps some asymmetric writing, or yeah, I think I will do that first, because then I'm sure that I won't be drawing into wet glue. So I will find something I can write with. Perhaps this is okay. I will see here if that is okay. And the way I will do it is just sorry if I ain't talking at the same time, but I can't do that because when I'm writing like this, nobody can read it. I could have been a really good doctor and making prescription with, with this handwriting, but I have to say something into my head and write that. You can't read it and I can't read it afterwards, but I have perhaps said a poem or a Beatles song or something in my head. So I have something to write after, and that's why I can't talk at the same time. So forgive me for that. Sådan. So now I'm sure it is dry, and this is just like it is ink pen, and it writes very nice. But I know if there had been glue on here, I can't write into it. So now I have this here, and let me see. I was talking about a snippet of this. So here I will just put glue on here. go down here. Away with that. Yeah. And burnish it down. Yeah. And then I will take a snip of what was the other. This was this one here. So I will just cut that off here. And fingers in your ears. There. And it is fraying nicely. And then I can go up to here. And then I will just say, I don't need all of it, so I will cut it here. Here it goes. And this I will also glue down there. And I think I can see this turning a little over here, so I will just take my finger and wet it and push it that way here. So I get the frayed edges out that way here. Yeah. And glue this down. Yeah, you can see I shouldn't have done that. It's smeared. Sorry. I will have to have my fabric going over. And now for the next time I'm doing this, I know I have to put the glue on my fabric and not on the paper. But it is okay here. Yeah. And it will have to dry a little before I can stitch or do anything into it. But I will just take my scissor and then I will cut around it here. There. And these are too small. They will go in my bin. This I will save. So now I have this lovely piece here and I really like it. But of course it needs something more, and again, it could be anything. You could put a piece of paper on. I can find another piece of fabric. Let me see here. Could be a little square like this one here. I think I can always use it for something else if I don't like it here, but it could be two of these here. Yeah, and again I will also take this off here. There. Just place them down here. I think I like that. So they will also just get a dab of glue. Here and go there. And then I think I will do some stitching. All this will just be lying here on my table. I think I will do some straight stitches over there and some kind of focal point in here. I will see if what I can find of bits and bobs, and I can come in a little closer there, but I will stitch that first. I know I have turned it the other way, but since I want to pre-poke and there is 2 layers there, that is why I will pre-poke the holes in this line here. And you can, of course, you can take your ruler if you want them totally straight and line your ruler up here and go for that. Or you can just eyeball it. That is up to you, but I can show you. Here I can feel, here is the edge of the fabric, so I will just make a line here. So I will just and then I will stop, and then I will continue here. And I always pre-poke in the side where there's several layers, because it is easier to go, and there I will come up, and when I go down I'm only stitching into 1 layer. That is easy to go down that way, so that is why I do it this way. So I've just taken a white thread here, and it is my, the thing is thread I really like to sew with, and that is the mercerized cotton. It's many has asked me what it is for a thread, and originally it is meant for weaving. It is a Dutch brand called Venne, and it is mercerized cotton, and the number is NM34/2, and they have a homepage or website, or perhaps you can find it where you live, but else I think they sell from their website, but I'm not quite sure. I live, as you all know, in Denmark, and we have a shop here in Denmark where I can buy it. Some very big stitches here. There. And one more. There. There. So I will also just sew all the way down here, and then I can show it to you. Big stitches down here, and you can see I've just secured this on the back. And if you want to know more about this piece here, or a piece you can make yourself, look at the first week, and there I tell you all about these things here, punch things here. But you know, I like to have focal points on my pieces, and in the first week I had some leaves, and no, that was the second week, and the first week I had some orange peels, and that is nature things. But I also like to go in the quite opposite corner and use something from the industry, and I love to go to these places where my hubby comes for tools and things when he is doing things here in our house. I don't know what it is, what these places are called in English, but you can buy woods and paint and screws and nails and tools and all these things here. And if you are a bricklayer, you use these things here when you're setting tiles up, for instance, in your kitchen or in your bathroom. I don't know the English word for it, but if I should translate it from Danish to English, it would be a bricklayer's crosses. And I have them in 2 sizes, and I think I will use these here as focal points in this week here. And if you're new here, I will change color scheme and focal point every week, and that is not to get bored or for you to get bored. Therefore, I will change every week what I'm doing, and I hope you agree with me in that. I could of course have been doing the same color scheme and the same all the 100 days and use different focal points, but I have chosen this instead here. So I will just come up here, and I have my tape here and secure that. Lay my little cross down here. Say I go down here. Then I will just hold it in my hand. There. And then I will. You could also have given it a dab of glue, but it is so small, so I think it is easier to just sew it down like this. Yeah. And then it won't be running anywhere, and there's a little red something there. If you would give it one more. Oh, so sorry, my voice is nearly disappearing. You can do that. But I think it is okay just to do it 2 times. And again, I will give it a dab of glue. And then I will say this piece is done, and I really like it. So here it is, and let me put an arrow on and write the day, 15, and it is the 8th of March 2026. And I know some of you are writing the dates a little different than I am, but who cares? We all know this. So that is all for now. So see you tomorrow. Bye bye. So here it is today, and today it is the 9th of March, and it is day 16, and this is what I have been doing today. 2 smaller crosses and some cross stitches there, and again the asymmetric writing or the doodle writing, and it ended up quite nice. So see you again tomorrow, and see what that will bring. Bye bye for now. Hello, 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 and aren't you excited? Day 17, it is the 10th of March, and here it is. A little different than the others, but the same elements and the same color scheme. So I will see you again tomorrow. Bye bye for now. Good morning and welcome to day 18 here in my 100-day project, and today it is 11th of March. So I'm a little excited to see what today will bring, but I have digged these 2 pieces out of all the stuff I'm having here on my table, and it looks like somebody has dropped a bomb because it has been sitting here for the last 2 days, all my materials. But I think today I want a strip of this doodle asymmetric writing in the middle instead of. So I will do that, and as I said to you, I can't talk and do this at the same time, and since you already have seen me doing it, yeah, I can just start here. But I will keep on doing it until I come down here, then I know I have some wiggle room. Okay, I can't write without saying some words in my head, and it can be a song or a poem or something I think of, and that is hard to think of something and talk at the same time, so that's why I would have to do it like this. So for now I can glue this piece down and cut a strip of this off. Yeah, I think I will glue them down and then cut them off afterwards, and I will remove a little of this so I have some room here for working. As I said, it looks like somebody has dropped the bomb. So I will just take my glue stick and I have learned my lesson, so I don't put glue up to the fountain pen because then it will smear. So I have just put glue here at my fabric. So I will see here, there, and plop it down. Yeah, and I will do the same on this side. Not up to the fountain pen, but as close as I can, and then I will put glue on my fabric here. And plonk it down here. There. And burnish it down and let it dry for a little, and then I can cut the edges here. And this scissor here must only cut in fabric. So I will just go so close to the watercolor disc as I can. And don't ask me where I got these from. I have bought them locally in Denmark. But I'm sure if you go on Amazon, or if you have a hobby shop of some kind, a big one with a big stash, you perhaps can find them there. So away with these. Yeah, that looks quite fine. So I want to put something else on, but what should that be? I have some different options. I could put this on, but that I don't like. Then I have this one, but it is much too big. So I can tear a strip of it off. And see if I like that. Sorry, I didn't warn you. There. Let me see here. Yeah, it is a little crooked because this is a cut, and I have been ripping it or tearing it. So perhaps this end is the best. So I just cut it off there. That could perhaps be this way. But do I like that? Yeah, I don't know. But I also have this crazy piece with some sequins on, and that could perhaps look nice, but it's a little too big. So perhaps I can cut this off here. There, oops. Yeah, that's quite funny. But but I think I like it, even though it is very bling bling. And again, then I would have to put a cross on something on, and yeah, I don't think I would just put it there. I think I would. Do I want it this way instead? Here. And that way up there. I will think a little what I like best. I think this is the way I like it best, so I will glue this piece on and sew this on exactly as I have done on the other crosses you have seen already, and then I will decide if I will do some more stitching. I just come up here in this little circle here, and I think I just want to do a little cluster or a little set of French knot here inside the gray black circle here. So I just come up, hold my hand here between my two fingers here, and then I turn it or wrap it around 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and go down in the same hole. And that is because I'm stitching into paper. If I was stitching into fabric, I would go nearly up in the same hole. But you can't do that when you're stitching in paper, because then you probably will make a big hole, and then the knot will go all the way through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that was Danish. So we can have a little Danish lesson here also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down in the same hole here. Yeah, I should have said counted to 6, so that one ended up a little smaller, but it doesn't matter. And I will come up here again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Keep the tension and in here. But I will do a couple of more, and then I can show it to you, and then I think this day is done. Yeah. So let us write day 18, and it is 11th of March 2000. And there I'm running out of graphite. 2/6 there. So this is how this day ended up. So see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Good morning, good morning. I have been up early and already made this day's little 100-day project. So let us write here on the back. It is day 19, and it is 12th of March 2020. Oops, 6. There. Are you ready for the reveal? This is how it ended up. Again, the brick crosses there, and a piece of paper and a few cross stitches. And that is all it takes, and I'm like this one. So I will see you again tomorrow. Bye bye, and take care, and have a nice day. Hello, 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 and welcome to day 20 and my little piece here. There are so many ways you could do it. So again, my little brick cross there, and some running stitches there, and some different black fabrics, and this fabric here is something I have printed myself with a little stamp and acrylic paint. So I will just write it here on the back, day 20 and the 13th of March 2026. And I can see I miss a little piece of tape there, but I will put that on here after I'm done. So only one more day and this week has flown by. Time is really going quick when you're doing something here every day. So take care, and I will see you tomorrow. Hi. Good morning, and welcome to the last day here in week 3, and it is the 14th of March. So I have picked this fabric out, so I think I will use that today. And I have plan. Perhaps I have a plan. I don't know if I have a plan yet, but we will see. I will just play a little here. Like this. And then again I can write here that way. But I have this here. I would really like to have a piece of this in. It is some coastal paper. And I don't know if it is saying something or it is just a pattern. I don't know what country coastal paper is in, but I think it is in the east somewhere. Yeah, I really like that and that, but I'm not sure if I go all the way up there. I don't think I like the square ones, but instead just this and some writing there. I think I will go for this and see how it looks when I have done the writing. So I will do that by myself, because as I explained one of the other days, it's impossible for me to write and talk at the same time when it is nonsense I'm writing. So I will just take my, what was it called, this here? In Danish it is called en fyldepen, but it has another name, and fountain pen. There it is. Sometimes the word is, it's like I have to go into a big closet and take all the shelves out and look in every drawer, and bing, suddenly the word is there. But I will write it and be back. So far so good. And there was this piece of fabric with the small dots. So I will just give that a big layer of glue on the whole piece, and hope it will be there. Let's see if I can hit the middle. Yeah, I think it is quite fine. Yeah. And then there was this piece that would be going there, and this is just paper. So, and it is really some lovely frayed edges this paper has. And if it is readable, perhaps it's this way, or is it this way, or is it upside down? Don't have a clue. So it is going down this way, and if anybody can read it, perhaps you can tell me so. So this I will save for some other things. But yeah, I really like these edges here. So I will cut this off. and really take care so I don't cut into the watercolor paper here. And this little snippet here also. It isn't much as hanging over here, but away with that also. And this goes in my bin. So here this is, and then I will have to figure out if I want 1 or 2 crosses and where do I want them. They would drown here, so I think the solution will be to put them there and there. I like that. So I will find my threads and glue these, no, stitch these 2 down, and you know how I do this, you have seen me do it several times. And then I will figure out if I want some other embroideries somewhere. So these are crosses are sewn down, but on all the pieces here I have made this week, there are so much pattern or so strong contrast on them, so it has been quite hard to put a lot of stitching in also. But the only thing I think of I can do here is just a few places is taking a little stitch over one of the straight lines that is there, so it would look like some small pluses. Not many, but just a few. And again, it's a very small piece here. Or was it 11 or 12 centimeters? I said it was in diameter. So you haven't much room to make big embroideries on. But yeah, if you're into big embroideries, perhaps you would like to see my stitch. Let's see something about my Stitch Circle Show challenge. There are really a lot of embroidery going on there. You can find a playlist for this year's Stitch Circle Show embroidery, and there also is a playlist for last year. And if you're interested, you can participate. There's a lot of embroidery going on there. So I think this will be enough. So I will just find my tape and secure this and say this is done and dusted. And I will take some close-ups of all of them here at the end of this video. And also I will take a picture of my table or a little clip of my table here, because yeah, you think it's a lie, you can only see such a small piece of my table, but the rest of my table looks like boom. Yeah. Yeah, you can see it looks like it needs a good cleaning now. I'm done with this week here. So I will just put all the fabrics where they belong and put a new color scheme of fabrics in my wooden box, and then I will be ready for next week or for tomorrow. But this is how I work, and that is where all the fun is happening. I quite forgot to write the day, but I have done this now. So now this is ready and finished. So another week here, and I will take some close-ups of them here at the end of the video also. And they are all here now, so I have them here. And when I've finished filming and taking close-ups of them, I would just stack them and put them in my box here. So that is also ready. But I hope you have been enjoying my video, and I hope you would give it a go yourself. Try something for 100 days in a row and see what happens. And also to see options or possibilities in things that isn't meant for embroidery or mixed media, or these small crosses, or there's some bigger ones also. They just look very nice on this very graphical design here, and they aren't supposed to be in this kind of work. They are meant for something totally different, and I really like to mix things up that way. See possibility in things you haven't thought of, and if you see something that speaks to you, take it and save it, and at one point you will probably could use it in something, and this is very nice to have something to choose between. But for now I will just say I hope you have been enjoying my video here, and I hope you have been inspired and entertained a little perhaps also. So I will only say please stay safe and take care of yourself and be creative the best you can in these crazy times. And also, again, as I keep ending my videos with, please be nice to everybody. And else, give my video a thumbs up, consider subscribing my little Danish channel, hit the notification bell and give me a comment so I can connect with you. I will just say bye and see you tomorrow for a brand new color scheme, but on the same size of discs, watercolor discs. Hej, farvel, goodbye, so long, adieu.